Here we have for sale our 2017 on a 67 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is a 270, which means it's got a 2.7 ton gross vehicle weight. This is got the 2-litre TDCI 130 brake horsepower Euro 6 engine, which is accompanied with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the short wheelbase, so L1. It's the low roof H1, and this is the limited panel van. Finished in fantastic colour, which is magnetic, and of course you can see there are a few bits which have been added to this particular example as well on top of the limited spec. So what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around the van. We'll show you the spec that you get on a limited, and of course the bits that I've mentioned which have been added, and we'll also have a look at the condition and service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one has got rear barn doors. What I mean by that are two doors which open in that sort of fashion. And the first thing here which we can see at the back of the van, which has been added afterwards, is this lovely rear spoiler. And again, this all ties in with this very much sporty look to the van. In terms of the condition of the rear doors, pretty difficult to fault, if I'm honest with you. Looking here at the reflections there, it all looks absolutely fantastic. There's no issues there whatsoever with any of the rear doors. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look at the condition here inside the load area. So as we open these up, you'll see these yellow arms. If you give those a pull, you can then open the rear door up right the way to its full 180-degree position, and that then gives you maximum accessibility into the rear. You can see that the rear barn doors have got full ply lining on them, and you can see that we've also got full ply lining inside as well, which stops of course any outward dents to the van. Got the full factory fitted bulkhead there, which has got the load through hatch as well. You've got a couple of load lights and plenty of tie down points in the back of the van as well to tie your cargo down. The limited comes as well with the hardware and plastic floor, like you can see here, which is absolutely brilliant because you can just sweep these out, wash them out if you want to as well. We're very much a fan of those. Shut in the rear barn doors then. We'll continue to go around the rest of the van. Other thing you get on a limited, you get a number of elements which are colour coded. That includes the door handles, the bumpers and mirrors. You can see the rear bumper here is all colour coded, and you also get rear parking sensors there nicely integrated into the rear bumper. Moving then down the passenger side of the vehicle, then we can start to have a look at the spec and condition here on the passenger side. First thing to note are the lovely alloy wheels. So these are 18-inch Wolf Race Assassin alloy wheels, finished in gloss black. These have all just been freshly refurbished, so not a mark on them. They're all in absolutely perfect order. You've also got the lovely chrome sidebars as well, which are another element which have been added. The other thing which I mentioned about the colour coding, you also get these trims colour coded there along the side of the van. Again, it just all adds to this really nice premium feel. Opening up the side loading door, this gives you then another aspect of the load space here. You'll see how clean and tidy everything is. Bulkhead all in really good order. Got the load through hatch which I mentioned. That's fitted or stays in place via a magnet just there, and then that allows you to load right the way through underneath the passenger seats. If we open up the passenger door, we can then start to have a look at the condition inside here. We've also got the service book in here as well, so I'll talk you through that in just a second. Passenger door card is all good there. Passenger step. Looking at the floor as well, if I take the auto glim mat out of the way, you can just see how clean and tidy that is. Looking at the dashboard as well. And as I mentioned, we've got here the service book, and you can see here we've got a lovely service history, nicely stamped in the service book. Last service there, just short of 23,000 miles, so very nice to see that all complete with the vehicle. Moving round then towards the front of the van, colour-coded wing mirrors as I mentioned, and in terms of condition here, just this gives us a really good chance to have a look down the side of the van, looking in the reflections there, again where available, and as I say, it is pretty much faultless in terms of condition. Very, very nice indeed. Looking at the front of the van, of course you're going to get a couple of stone chips to the front of the van, as you will in any used van indeed. If I showed you any of these that are here, there will be a couple of stone chips to the front. And then another thing which has been added here is this lovely front splitter, and this is what really changes the look of the van, and as I say, it just completes that look when you've got things like the alloy wheels. If you're missing the splitter, as I say, or vice versa, it just doesn't quite stack up, but you can see here we've got the full kit on this particular van. It looks really, really smart indeed. A couple of small little scratches just to the very, very lower part of the front splitter, and again that's quite common to see. Front fog lights come as standard on the Limited, as well as front parking sensors, and you also get the better headlights as well, so brighter headlight on the Limited model. Looking then down the driver's side, and you can see we're in direct sunlight here, so you can really, if there are any blemishes, they will certainly show up. And you can just see how clean and tidy this is. Of course, you're going to get the odd, as I say, stone chip, maybe a small touch in here or there. It's all looking very, very good. Same goes with the driver's side mirror. And then if we open up the driver's door, we can then start to have a look at the spec inside here. So take the mat out of the way, and you can just see how clean and tidy the step is there. The driver's door card. You have electric windows, electric folding mirrors. You operate that by pulling that dial down towards you there. That is how you operate those. You've got auto activated lights, you've also got auto activated wipers, and again you can just see the condition of the floors, no excessive wear or anything to the floor there. And same goes with the driver's seat, no excessive wear to the driver's seat. You've got height adjustability here. This is adjustability of the height of the front of the seat. Driver's armrest, we've got the leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the left hand side, this is where you can control the onboard computer, which is of course just up there in the middle of the odometer. And then on the right hand side, this is where you can control the volume and of course change your channel and things like that onto the phone. Up on top of there, you've got a little secret compartment where houses a USB, AUX and a 12 volt socket. You open that just with that little handle just there on the front. As I mentioned, 6-speed manual gearbox, very common on a Transit Custom. A little bit of wear to the leather of the gear stick, but you'll see that on pretty much every Transit Custom that comes through here. And you'll see the mileage, 28,186 miles, so very low miles on this particular example. Heated windscreen, the button for that is just there. Looking into the middle then, of course this is where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. Of course you can connect it via USB as you've seen. Up on top here you've got the screen up there, and that's where you've got, you can just see there on the left hand side, you've got DAB radio up on there. Air conditioning comes as standard on a Limited as well, and I say just in terms of condition to the interior of this van, it's all in really, really lovely order. And say that goes with the seats. You've got this fold down work tray in the middle as well, so you fold that down, you've got a couple of cup holders there and also somewhere to store your paperwork as well. And the last feature to mention here is you have got heated front seats. If I get the camera under there, you can just see at the top of the screen that button which I'm pressing just there, that is your heated seat button. When the red is showing, that will tell you that the heated seats are on. So just to summarise, this is a 2017 on a 67 plate Ford Transit Custom Limited. It's a 270 model. It's got the 2 litre TDI Euro 6 130 brake horsepower engine. Comes with a lovely service history as you've seen in the service book. Of course all the usual Limited features including air conditioning, heated seats, etc. And we've also got the lovely kit which has been added to this, including front and rear spoilers, gloss black Wolf Race Assassin alloy wheels, chrome sidebars, and then of course in the back it's all ply lined nicely as well. Fantastic van, who's always sell well in magnetic as well, and lovely low miles on this particular example. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance on all of our vehicles, starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.